So now we've gone over all the metallics with Agrax Earthshade, we're going to re-highlight them with Iron Hand Steel. We're going to stick to like the flat panels. What I'm thinking is trying to create a bit of a gradient to make it, I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to go around, highlight it, get all the edges where I can. Not as such edge highlight, but that's probably the best way to describe it, I think. Edge highlight. Yeah, we're going to edge highlight it, and then we're going to go from there with it. Only on the silver parts with this. I'm not going to do the blade just yet. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Probably, no, not sure yet. But we're going to edge highlight the armour. We're going to go around all the raised bits, try and get all that, keep in the shades and the recesses. And yeah, we'll see what it looks like from there. Okay. So with the silver dump, I'm pretty happy with that. I've kind of highlighted a bit up here on the top of the thighs and on the back of the calves. Same on this one as well. I haven't done the calf on that one because it's kind of tucked away in there anyway. Yeah, kind of gone around edge highlighted roughly where I want to edge highlight. I'm not very good at it, so just realised I've missed a tail. So I'm going to go back and do that in a second. What I need to do now, I think, is go over the gold. I'm going to relayer the gold up with Retributor armor, because that's what we started with in the first place. So we're going to go Retributor armor on that, and then see how it looks from there. But it's coming along nicely. I'm very pleased with it. The sword, I've just gone over the cutting edges with the Iron Hand Steel, just to pick them out and keep the middle bit there dark still. I think we're going to do something fancy with them runes. Maybe try and make them glow or something. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. So finished touching up with the silver on the tail, and then going to go over the armour with the trim of the armour with the Retributor armour, layer that back up, go from there with it. So that is our touch up of silver and the gold highlighted / edge highlighted. It's a bit of a mixture of both there, not really stuck to one sort of technique. It's looking pretty good so far, if I do say so myself. I think the next thing I'm going to do is all the teeth, the claws, the horns, all the spiky bits, because they're looking rather bland at the minute, and I think doing these will make them pop a little more, and yeah, make it go really well. Now, I think what I'm going to do is do it with Codex Grey, highlight them Codex Grey, and then just on the tips, on the sharpest points, with Administratum Grey. Standard sort of grey combo, and see how that looks. Yeah, it might take a little while because there is quite a few. But yeah, really pleased with how it's coming along. I just realised there's hundreds on the tail as well. I think I knew they were there, I just forgot about them until just now. So yeah, we've got a lot of claws, a lot of bits and pieces to do. So that's what we're going to do next. So that is all the horns highlighted, spot highlighted. It doesn't look too stark, which is kind of what we wanted. Just for a subtle highlight, just to give them spiky bits a bit of definition. Yeah, it's all starting to come together now. Right, I'm going to highlight the red. So we've got the red tabard and the red on the grip of the handle. I'm going to be doing that with Evil Sun's Scarlet. Just going to edge highlight it again, pick out any scratches or any creases in the loincloth there, and go from there with it. Starting all to come together now. Starting to actually look nearly finished. Still undecided what to do with the sword. Yeah, let's do the red. So bash the camera a little bit there, apologise for that, you probably saw that. But we've highlighted the red now, it's made it stand out a little bit more. I'm going to go around and highlight the skulls, even the ones on the base, touch them up with a little bit of Screaming Skull, just on the highest points, and go over them. But I think what I'm going to do with the straps in here and on the armor and bits and pieces, I'm going to hit them with a bit of snakebite leather, just to make them stand out a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Like around here, we've got some hair. I'm going to do all these bits with snakebite leather, straps, snakebite leather. The on the tail is probably the easiest one to see. Can you see that? There's a strap there, there's a strap there, there's a couple on the arms, strap there, I'm going to go over them with snakebite leather just to pick them out. Alright, let's do that. So scream skull for the skulls and the bones, and snakebite leather for all the leather straps. So that's the skulls highlighted. That's the leather bits done, or straps and bits and pieces dotted around the place. Nothing too outrageous with that, just straight up contrast. Now I've come up with an idea to make the runes glow on the sword. I'm going to water down some Fire Dragon Bright and then just kind of pin wash, I think it's called, into the recesses of the runes on both sides of the sword. So we'll give that a go. So I've gone over all the runes. I've also picked out the eyes on the breastplate, the eyes of the Demon Prince himself, and the eyes on the shoulder pads, and the little eye on the belt buckle there. Basically all the little demon eyes. So now that's dry, we're going to go over all of that with Gryph-hound Orange, and then I'm going to pick it out with some Uriel Yellow. Just the eyeballs on them. Just pick out the eyeballs slightly. Uriel Yellow should look quite nice. Gryph-hound Orange. Give it a good shake. Alright. Get a tiny bit on the brush, because this goes a long way. So I'm just going to drop it over them eyes, like that. Yep. Same on this one. And same with this awkward one. Carefully get these. And then what I'm going to do with this is go down the whole middle of the blade, making sure that it settles in the runes. Same on the other side. just remembered I haven't gone over the silver and the gold. I haven't finished highlighting it. So after this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some Stormhost silver, and I'm going to pick out all the sharpest edges, and I will just do like edge highlighting along the sword with this, along the blade. Let that dry. Yep, let that dry for a bit. While that's drying, we'll do the Stormhost silver. Get some Stormhost silver, and I'm going to go around all the gold and the silver and pick out all the sharpest points. So knee pads, corners. There's not going to be many on the silver armor. Maybe dot there, maybe a on the spikes here, corners there. So not many, not loads. So that's next. Let's go. So that's the silver highlighted and the gold highlighted. Looks a lot better now. It looks sharp where it's meant to look sharp and pointy, and yeah, very pleased with how that's come out. The sword looks pretty darn good, if I do say myself. There we go, look, you can see it a bit better there. Beautiful. Right, so what I'm going to do is take some Uriel yellow and just carefully pick out the eyes where I've gone round them. So on the breastplate, shoulder, and the eyes of the Demon Prince himself. And we'll give that a good shake. You get a small brush, because it's going to be teeny tiny dots, mostly. So we'll start with the breastplate. I feel like I've got too much. Now, if you're not confident painting eyes, then don't. If you don't think you've got a steady enough hand to be able to do it, don't. Why ruin a decent paint job just to get a teeny tiny little speck? Sometimes this goes well, sometimes it really doesn't. And it's easier just to leave it than it is to repaint it. So my advice would be, if you're not confident doing it, then don't. Not just these eyes, any eyes.